Welcome, everybody, to Pasadena and the majestic Rose Bowl, one of the unique settings in all of sport. This year's Rose Bowl, presented by Prudential, is a crucial part of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before the national championship game. We'll find out here today which side has the toughness and the depth to keep driving toward that ultimate goal, the chance to raise that gold trophy over their heads. As we'll see the number 5 seed in this playoff, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the top-seeded team in the playoff, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. It's been a tremendous college football playoff so far, and it's down to this, the semifinals. Which team will head on to the national championship game? Kickoff team out there. We are about to get cranked up with a semifinal collision. Texas. Returner decides to fair catch this. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Second down play coming up. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up third down. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. And he'll drop back here on third down. Receiver makes the grab. They've got him, but not before he makes a first down at the 41.
Oh, the defense. They get this offense to a third down early in the game, a chance to get him off the field, but instead this quarterback shows you why they've had such a great year with a conversion.
Georgia getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Taking a shot here. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. That's a big gain across midfield all the way to the opponent's 35.
Really good route here by the receiver, but I love the quarterback's ability to look off that safety and make that throw. And that's part of the quarterback's job here when you play in Athens for this Georgia offense. They've had some great quarterbacks over the years. Guys like Matthew Stafford and Aaron Murray and more recently Jake Fromm and, of course, Stetson Bennett, who won back-to-back national championships. And what they're seeing today from this quarterback, they got to be very proud of.
They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
Well, that's another completion by this quarterback. Another great gain and a first down, and already over 30 yards through the air. This quarterback is in a zone here to start this game.
Georgia now operating in the red zone. He's going to hand this off. And they tackle him, but a solid gain down to around the 5-yard line.
Boy, the script that this offensive coordinator's put together to open this game is perfect. We've seen a little bit of everything. Varying formations, personnel groupings, run, pass, and it's working to perfection. Now, as they move the ball into the red zone area, can they put this ball into the end zone?
The Dogs looking to cap the drive here. It's 1st and goal. We'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here. See if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Keeping it on the ground here. The junior able to bring him down quickly. They've gotten the ball down to the 3-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. And the quarterback dropping back. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Offense setting the tone early. You come out in the playoff game, Kirk, no signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate and actually just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. Opening play of the drive. Quick throw to the left. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. More than enough to pick up a 1st down.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback, and then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
He's brought down out at the 46.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Quarterback still with the football. After 2nd effort, he's brought down, but he's past the marker.
This offense does such a great job of putting the threat of the quarterback and the running back on this defense. It puts the defense in a tough spot because it's really hard to take both away. This time, the quarterback gets out and shows you the speed he has as well.
Caught, completion. And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the 1st down marker.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Short completion there. 2nd down coming up. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. 0 running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
The pass is intercepted. Can he take it all the way? At the 30 now. So a great return following the pick, or finally able to get him down.
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position and come up with a big turnover.
offense is back out on the field. The passing game was so effective in the last possession, right down for a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. No shot to bring him down. Really solid first down gain. He's just short of the marker, so maybe a chance here to take a downfield shot.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring second and inches, but sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, it is tough to run the football inside this 5-yard line. Give all the credit to that defensive line, eating up those linemen, allowing the rest of the defense to fly to the football for that short loss.
Here we go, 3rd down, close to the goal line. They can still get a first down without scoring. In the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw through. Catch is made behind the line of scrimmage. Doesn't quite get in, but it sets up a 1st and goal for this offense.
Well, these guys clearly weren't even thinking about a field goal on this one. They know that field goals won't win a game like this anyway, so be aggressive, and now it's 1st and goal.
The Dogs trying to punch it in. It's 1st and goal. First and goal, handoff. He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia. Well, no surprise from offense this good. Short field, quick touchdown.
Yeah, you get into the red zone, though, there's a tendency to want to get conservative. I love that the offensive coordinator and the quarterback kept attacking until they came away with 7 points.
And the extra point was up and good. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. That strong coverage, though, they tackle him at the 11-yard line. And the Longhorns offense takes the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession, ended in a pick. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. He moves the ball after the 15.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. There's the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, Chris, this is going to set up a big 3rd down now for this offense. They're down early in the game with all the hype and the pressure on a playoff game. You don't want to dig yourselves too big of a hole. They got to keep this drive alive, so they need to convert right here.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Tries to get it to the running back. That's the running back who makes the catch across the middle. It's a solid gain, moves the ball out to the 28.
Chris, there's a lot of pressure on this offense here early in this game. They're down early, 3rd down and long. Nice job of protecting. The last thing they want to do is have to punt this ball away. So instead, the quarterback has time. Nice throw, and it's a 1st down.
Here's the 2nd down play. Offense looking to throw the ball. Going for a big play downfield. Catch made. It's a big play inside the 30. A huge gain moves the ball to the plus 22. Great scoring position now. Longhorns looking to keep this drive moving. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Looks to the left. Pass caught. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Texas 0.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. Here's the snap. Looking to throw. Lets it go. And he'll get there. Touchdown, Longhorns. They were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and they reached the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
Getting set to kick the ball off now. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. Great possession last time. They punched it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football, and now it's second down.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
Second down after that previous play. They're going to run it. Runs right over the defender. And they'll tackle him about the 23-yard line.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Third down coming up after that running play. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Makes a spectacular diving catch.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
Georgia setting up for the 1st and 10 now. From the shotgun, drops back. The pocket breaking down. And he's taken down way behind the line. It'll be a huge loss here.
Chris, that's on the offensive line right there. They definitely have to be feeling responsible because it's almost like you didn't protect your little brother back there.
After the sack on first down, it's second down. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. He's going for a big play downfield. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's third down.
Well, Chris, the offense takes a shot downfield, and this defender does a great job of making a play on the ball. Not only that, he tips that ball up into the air. Good chance for the defense to come up with an interception there.
Now in third and very long, looking to throw. And now another deep ball here. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on third down, but now it brings up fourth.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on third down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big fourth down coming up.
Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
All right, Chris, let's face it. Most of the offensive linemen today, they're big. You know, they weigh over 300 pounds. But that doesn't mean they don't have to have agility. And the way they can get out there in front of the runner, create space, sometimes it looks like they're going in one direction, and a runner uses his eyes to take him in another direction because he's been blocked so well. Love those misdirection or counter plays, and this one worked out really well for a nice piece of yards and a first down. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And they bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the marker.
Chris, the defense dials up the blitz. They're unable to get into the backfield, giving the running back enough room. I'll tell you, the linebacker makes a great play just to come up with a tackle here.
Second down, we're going to throw it. That's caught. It's Thomas. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
First down at 10. An inside give now from the shotgun. Finds room at the 30. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Nice job up front, opening up that hole, and look at this Texas running back. He's running physical for a nice first down. Texas running backs. Chris, come on, you know better than me. Earl Campbell, Ricky Williams, Jamal Charles, more recently Bijan Robinson. Incredible history in Austin when it comes to these backs, and he's living up to it today.
Jukes to get free. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable third down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 or more yards a pop like that.
They look to throw it here on second down. And he's got it. Touchdown, Texas. Well, this college football playoff game is all tied up, and Kirk, it's beginning to feel a little bit like a shootout.
Yeah, it is. It's a battle of the offenses. Both these teams right now executing flawlessly, and they're doing so with such high stakes, answering one score with another. Neither team is backing up 1 inch.
And they tack on the extra point. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the second quarter.
Texas.
And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. They were forced to punt last time. Can they get this offense going finally? Get some points out of this possession. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Dogs. Made the defense look slow that time.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And he knocks through the PAT. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's when the offense will take over. The Longhorns offense takes the field. This group really struggled in the first quarter. They've gotten things going here. Can they find some more momentum now before halftime? They bring him down, but a solid gain there on first down. Looks to be just inches short of the mark.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Moves the ball out across the 30. That's good for a first down.
Yeah, to me, Chris, with this offense, it's almost an extension of their running game. You put the receiver out in motion, you flip the ball out to him, out to the outside, let him do what he does best, which is use his instincts, and he picks up a first down.
See what the call is on 1st and 10. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Catch made on the right side. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over him that time.
A couple things that really stood out to me here, Chris, on this nice play by the corner. awareness to be able to see the wide receiver screen, and then the willingness to get involved and run support and make the tackle. Great play.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Running back grabs it on a screen. And he never had a chance tackled in the backfield.
The offensive line does everything they can to try to protect the quarterback, to give him enough time to find an open receiver. But there's nobody there downfield. He ends up throwing it to the back. But how about the speed of this defense? Now you're looking at a third down.
The offense now facing a 3rd and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. Here's the throw deep downfield. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Look out, he's got some space. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Well, this guy obviously did what he needed to do to get himself ready for this game. It's a favorable matchup. He's got a lot of confidence. He's already come up with 2 interceptions in this game alone. Locked in on what he needs to do to be in position and making plays for this defense.
Play action here on first down. Throws it to the right. And it's incomplete. He just missed his target. Overthrown.
I think he predetermined where to go with his football. Really didn't give himself a chance to work through his progressions. Locked into his primary, tried to force it in there, and it doesn't work out.
Using that challenge, a smart move by the head coach as the officials overturned the previous ruling on the field. The offense will set up on 1st and 10. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Short pass finds the tight end. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Here's the handoff. They stop him at the 22. This offense in great scoring position now. And the clock stops now for the 2-minute warning. A chance to strategize here before we reach halftime. Georgia getting set with a 1st and 10 now. The shotgun running play call. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
They'll run it from the gun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Man, every defensive coordinator will tell you, I just want my guys to play fast. And how about that one right there? He almost ends up tackling the quarterback as he's handing the ball off. This offense is lucky they didn't end up fumbling.
The tight end has got it. They bring him down, but the game sets up the offense 1st and goal from the 10.
I don't blame the quarterback here. You get to 3rd down with the catch radius that this tight end has, give it to him every single time. Now it's 1st and goal.
Launching one to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Offense will keep it on the ground here. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a 1st down. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Here's a wide open receiver, complete. Tackle is finally made, but the offense will set up now at the 44. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for one or two more plays before halftime. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Looking for his back. What a catch. Heads up off the deflection. The offense calls a timeout here. That's their third and final of the half. So with only a few seconds left in the half, out comes the field goal unit. And he's made it from 50 yards out, showing off the deep range. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Dogs will kick this away to get the second half going. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And the Longhorns offense takes the field. First down, looking to throw the ball. Looking for the wideout. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
Boy, they come out firing here to start this second half. They didn't make this completion, but I think it sends a clear message to this defense that the adjustments that this offense is going to make is that they're going to be aggressive and they're going to look for their one-on-one opportunities.
Incomplete. Second down coming up. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Not much on that play. Brought down short.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Lets it go quickly. And he's got his man open downfield. That is a huge play. Finally brought down at the 46-yard line.
Good job by this offensive line and a great throw by the quarterback to get that first down there on third down. It's exactly what they needed to do. This is too big of a game. They've come too far. They're in the playoff. You're down in the second half. Good job of keeping this drive alive.
Freshman shows inexperience. Lucky he didn't get intercepted. Incompletion sets up a second down. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Short connection to the tight end here. Oh, what a move to break into the clear. Tackle made after a big gain.
That's the thing with this guy. You've got the ability to flex him out. He shows his versatility, what he can do from that slot position. He could be the quarterback safety blanket.
The Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. They'll run it here. That's the running back with the ball. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down. The offense looks fired up to begin the second half. That's the kind of play they've needed to give them a spark.
Absolutely. I know they're down in this game. Clearly something was said at halftime to try to get this offensive line engaged, and it looks like it's working. They're playing with a different kind of energy. Let's see if they can do it again.
And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Second down and goal. Here's the handoff, testing the middle. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Great job by the defense so far. It's 3rd and goal from a long way out. From the gun, he looks for an open man. He's picked for a 3rd time tonight. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoffs. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. The last possession was a beautiful, balanced touchdown drive. Can the defense come up with answers this time? And he's tackled, but only after picking up a 1st down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the 1st down, but he got it.
It's a solid run, gives the offense a 1st down and a new set of downs. Quarterback drops back, and he floats this pass deep down the right side. Deep shot caught down inside the 20. No stopping him, takes it all the way. Touchdown, Georgia. Kirk, this quarterback told us this is my time to shine. A playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
Now they get set to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? He hands it off from the gun. Moves the ball up to the 30.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun, handoff inside. They tackle him right at the 35-yard line.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this 3rd down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
3rd down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the 3rd quarter. And they pick up the 1st on the ground. Longhorns look to keep this drive moving.
This is why they're in the playoff, right? Not just the ability to throw the ball, but you get to a critical moment, a 3rd down. You trust that offensive line to come up with a 1st down, and they get it.
Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. He'll be taken down, but he crosses midfield at the 48.
Boy, really nice throw here to the slot receiver, and I love the quickness that he has after the catch. He's essentially a running back playing at that slot position. That's how dangerous he is after he makes a catch.
Longhorns pick up enough yards to move the sticks. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Looks downfield and connects with a wide-open wide receiver. Finally tackled at the 7. What a play. Sets up a 1st and goal now.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
That huge play sets up a great opportunity. 1st and goal just outside the 5. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Looking to scramble. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns. That's a crucial response by this offense, but still plenty of work to do here in the 3rd quarter.
Well, I love that they're still fighting and competing. You can tell they've made some adjustments at half and try to get them back into this game. And that score is a great start.
And the PAT makes the lead 11, 35-24. Kickoff team on the field getting set now.
Texas.
This one will be fair caught. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. They punched it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. Under pressure, just lets it go. Choosing to just throw the ball away that time. Second down play now coming up.
We finally see a change-up from this defense. It has been a long game for this defensive coordinator. A lot of touchdown passes. They finally find a way to affect the timing between the quarterback and his receivers by getting pressure.
Offense getting set. It's second down. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
Well, just a great play by the running back here. Just finding his lanes and exploding through the gap when it opened up.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. And he'll set up to throw. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
Completion makes it second down. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. He'll take a deep shot here. Oh, the pass is picked off. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Wow, a risky call by the offensive coordinator, playing with the lead in the playoff in the second half, throwing the football. I don't disagree with it, but now you give this defense a chance to create a turnover, and they capitalize here with the pick.
Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And that's a solid gain for the defense able to bring him down.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, in this playoff game, no adjustments, go right back to giving this running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
A handoff from the shotgun. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Trying to create here on the move. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. And they pick up the first down to the 23, getting closer to the red zone.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. They don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this...
Will he score here? Touchdown, Texas. This offense is still clicking.
Chris, he broke free from the line of scrimmage. I thought he might have a 10 or 15-yard gain, but he shows you the speed that he has to take it all the way to the house.
So down by 5, they'll go for 2, trying to cut this to a field goal margin. He drops back in the gun. Receiver makes the catch. And he is stopped short. The two-point try fails. They can't cut this lead further. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away.
Texas.
And the returner decides to signal fair catch. Georgia offense is back out on the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. Looking for his big tight end. Finds a man open on the right side downfield.
Just a really good ball here to be able to pick up this first down for the Georgia offense. And being able to have a balanced attack, so important in modern college football, and Georgia does that as well as anybody.
Obvious false start there, moving too early. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. First down here for this offense. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Going the other way. Can they stop him? That's a pick and a long return before finally being taken down.
Well, this quarterback's got to regroup. That's his second interception in this game right now. He's got to do a better job. But, Chris, it's easy to sit up here and say that. Could be the receiver running the wrong route. Balls sometimes can get tipped. All we know is at the end of the day, the guy pulling the trigger is responsible.
Finding a bit of space. Brought down at the 3. That was a solid run.
Well, that's what you love to see from an offense. The offensive line and the running back in sync, working together, and it pays off. What a big gain. Thought he might be close to being able to take it all the way to the end zone, but the defense just brings him down there inside the 5.
That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
Here comes some more big bodies out for the defense. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Intercepted in the end zone. Not much on the return, but they snuff out the drive with the takeaway.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive, and he ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
Time for one more play here in the quarter. Testing the right side here. And the tackle is made on what's going to be the final play of this period.
With the score, Georgia 35, Texas 30.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. And now the running back's got it again. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, there's something we haven't seen much in this game at all. That ball carrier being tackled near the line of scrimmage. Maybe if this defense can make more plays like that in the second half, their team will be able to chip away at this lead.
They got some ground to make up. Second and long from the 15. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Going for his running back. Looks to the left, and it's complete. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down. The Bulldogs hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. They're going to run the option. Pitch to the back. Across the 40 now. He's found some room at the 45. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs.
Oh, my. What a great play call here by the offensive coordinator. The running back received some great blocking up front and just took off with it, carving up this defense all the way to the end zone.
And the point after is good. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. The Longhorns offense takes the field. That costly red zone interception the last time out. Let's see if they can recover from that error. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, it's another positive play, but man, look at the clock and look at the score. You still need a couple touchdowns to be able to get yourself back into this game and have a chance to win it. So you got to keep moving here and keep taking those shots downfield.
Coming up.
Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's third down. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. The defense all over it. They stop it right at the line.
It's an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fence, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
The offense stays on the field down multiple possessions. Easy choice. Trying for a fourth down completion. And looking for a big play here. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
Just great execution here on this fourth down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the first down.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. And he'll loft it to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Longhorns. Kirk, you look for rust. You look for jitters in the opening drive. Not any sign of it for that offense.
You know, the offensive coordinator, when we talked with him this week, he had a feeling that this offense was going to be able to start fast. But I don't even know if he thought they would look this good this early.
Extra point splits the uprights. We'll call for the fair catch here. Offense is back out on the field. Suddenly, this is a tighter game. You'd love to build a drive, choose some clock. How aggressive will they get with the play call? Good enough for a fresh set of downs. They'll spot the ball at the 40.
Boy, is this guy fun to watch or what? Here we are in the fourth quarter, critical down in distances, and this guy is just churning out yards the way he has most of this game, showing a lot of physicality and natural running instincts in space.
Pressure is coming. Goes to his right side there for the completion. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
You know, they don't pick up the first down here, but they do get some positive yards, and I really like the route to get enough separation to give the quarterback enough room to put it in there.
And it's a bunch formation. Looking to pass here on second down. Looking to make a play deep downfield. Picked off a crucial turnover. And he's got some open field ahead. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Boy, I got to question the play call right here. Give the defense credit. They get the interception. They put themselves in a spot to maybe tie this game. But what was the offensive coordinator thinking with the lead, taking a chance, and it backfires?
They're going to run it here. The gain moves the ball to the 34.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
Second down after that run on the previous play. He'll ride the back again here. Takes a big shot there from the defense, but moves the sticks. First down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
On the run, it's Shaw. The gain is 3. Now it's second down and 7.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Holding penalties can be the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it stalls this one. Now it's second down here. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Oh, almost another interception. Can you believe it? He's going to bring up third down.
He's looking for that deep completion. I love the chunk play. I love the idea of being aggressive. They just come up empty.
Empty set now, 5 wide. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. And he's got it for a huge gain, brought down at the 30. They finally get him down at the 10-yard line. Sets up a first and goal. What a play.
That's one way to be able to move the football up the field in a hurry. These are the types of plays that can really galvanize an offense.
The Longhorns pick up enough for a first down here. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Down he goes. A sack.
And just like that, you go from knocking on the door ready to put points on the board to taking a sack. As we all know, when you move down inside the 10-yard line and you decide to throw the ball, things happen fast. You got to make quick decisions and get the ball out of your hands.
We'll see if the offense can overcome that sack. Second and long. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Catch made over the middle. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball down to the 4.
Well, we saw a lot of this in the first half. They go right back to him again. We can see this second half, that same trend continuing. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm rolling my coverage. Get a corner up in his face and put a safety back behind him. Some kind of double coverage to slow this guy down.
Crucial. Third down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? Out of the gun now on third down. So the scramble comes up short, and now this offense facing a fourth down play.
Love to see quarterbacks try to keep a play alive. He gave it everything he had here. He came up short of the first down, but boy, he gave him a chance.
Fourth down now. Time for perhaps one more play before we hit the 2-minute warning. And we've reached the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to steal a late game comeback victory. Down one possession in the fourth quarter, and the offense is going to try to convert here on fourth down. They need to convert. He'll drop back. He's moving out of the pocket now. Touchdown, Texas. They jump in front here in the fourth.
Chris, that's called delivering when it really counts. You're talking about a playoff game. This offense does everything that they needed. The quarterback with a hot hand makes a perfect throw to give the offense the lead. You should go for two here to make it a 3-point game late in the ballgame.
Now the offense will go for a 2-point conversion. Off play action, he's looking to throw. And it's incomplete. The try fails. Instead of going up by 3, still a 1-point game here in the fourth quarter. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back.
Texas.
And here's the fair catch by the return man. Georgia offense is back out on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Handoff here from the shotgun. Breaking free at the 35. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. Past the 10. Touchdown, Bulldogs. And they take the lead in the fourth quarter. It's an easy job for the play caller, right, Kirk? They can't stop the running back. Handing the ball, scores again.
Yeah, I came into this game really thinking we'd see more from this quarterback and all these wide receivers that they have, but instead, it has been the back. And as a smart play caller, you just keep going back to the guy with the hot hand.
Now the try for 2. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. And he stopped short. Big play by the defense to keep this a 5-point game in the fourth quarter. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. Looking to throw it on first down. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. Big man finally brought down by the cornerback. That was a tough assignment.
Well, I really like what they did here by keeping their tight ends involved. They understand it's not quite Hail Mary time just yet. Stick to your base offense, execute, move the ball down the field, and see if you can give yourself a real shot to win this game.
And it's good for a first down to the 36.
Defense does a great job of taking everything away downfield. This quarterback wanted to take a shot, but nothing is there. The only problem is they didn't account for him taking off and running, so he picks up the first down.
On first and 10, looking to throw. Receiver makes the grab. Tackle is made, but that's good for a first down to the 47. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Stopped right there at the line, no gain.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fit, holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
They've got to get points quickly here, looking for explosive plays right now. Second down, we're going to throw it. Looking for his big tight end. And it's complete downfield. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
Well, I'll tell you what, this guy's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. late in the game. He needs to continue to play with that consistency. That's a great example that he's up to it.
Dumps it down to the back. Caught. And a nice first down gain there. They get him down, but very close to the first down marker. Look to throw it here on second down. Caught quickly. Good enough for first down yardage. And the offense calls timeout with 17 seconds left.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tough.
Here's a shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns. They go in front in the final minute of play.
Oh, man, I think the defense was so caught up with their eyes on the quarterback, they completely lose the running back out of the backfield. Nice job by the play caller here of getting the ball out to the running back instead of the receiver for the touchdown.
The offense will set up now for the two-point conversion, trying to extend the lead to 3 points. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. He'll run it into the end zone. The two-point conversion pushes the lead up to a field goal here in the fourth quarter.
Well, we know this quarterback is a threat throwing the football. Here he uses his legs to get this two-point conversion. Nice call.
Gets off a squib kick. It'll be fielded by one of the upmen. And after a very solid kick return, they'll tackle him at the 36. Offense has a ways to go to get into field goal range. They need some big plays, and time is winding down. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Time is running out. They'll take a deep shot. Oh, would have been a game-clinching interception. Couldn't hold on. Brings up second down. And a timeout is taken. Just 3 seconds left. Time for one last play. They need to score quickly here. Trying to dial up some big plays. He's back to throw again on second down. And now in the final couple minutes, here's a deep shot. And he's intercepted for the 4th time tonight. He's got some room and some blockers here. And they bring him down, but look, there's a penalty marker on the field. Let's see if the officials wipe away this turnover. So that is a call to remember. The interception wiped away by a pass interference penalty. First down, looking to throw the football. Bringing pressure. Contact as he threw it. And this one is dropped and incomplete as time runs out to end the ball game. Well, that's a great performance in the pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play and be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship. That says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically. They get